Alright, y'all. Sorry I couldn't be there for the last lesson of the year, but got a video to hook y'all up. So today what we're going to do is we're going to learn a new way to name equations. Let's start off with the old way. This says y is equal to 3x plus 4, and then this means find y when x is negative 2. So you would plug in negative 2 for x, right? So you get y equals 3 times negative 2 plus 4. This would be negative 6 plus 4. Y is equal to negative 6 plus 4. So y is equal to negative 2. All right, that would be our final answer here. Here, again, might be kind of confusing, but y is equal to, that's a whole different thing, but it's still y. And then when x is 4. Same thing, though. We're going to take 4 and plug it in. Y equals negative 2x, oops, not x, 2 times 4 plus 7. So you get y is equal to negative 8 plus 7. Negative 8 plus 7 is negative 1. Y is equal to negative 1. Well, today we're going to learn about a new notation, and this is called function notation. The previous two examples could be rewritten using function notation. Now, the way that you read this says f of x is, and then we got 3x plus 4. You know, equal sign is still is. But this f with a parentheses with an x, that says f of x. So the name of this guy is g of x. G of x is negative 2x plus 7. Function notation is kind of neat because, one, we can refer to different equations with a different name. This one is named f of x, and this one is named g of x. Now, the letter in front of it is the name. It just helps you with identification, and the number of variable inside of parentheses tells you what to change, and it is your independent variable. All right, so we're going to use our boy f here and g here, and then down here it says evaluate. Rather than writing it as y is equal to 3x plus 4, find when x is negative 2, this says f of negative 2. Well, if f of x is this, then f of negative 2 means you take this and substitute it in for x. So just like before, we're going to do 3 times negative 2 plus 4 is still negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. But what we're saying here is that f of negative 2 is negative 2. Yeah, sorry, I had to check something real quick. F of negative 2 is negative 2. Now that might be a little bit confusing, but this says that x is negative 2 and y is negative 2. Right? Let's go to this one, g of 4. So you go to your g function, and you got g of 4 is negative 2 times 4 plus 7. So this is g of 4 is still negative 8 plus 7. So g of 4 is negative 8 plus 7 is 1. Now this says when x is 4, y is 1. That's what we did up here. Remember when we did it up here, they told us x was 4. We did some mathy things, and we got x is negative 1. Except Smith, you said negative 1, but you didn't write negative 1. My bad, y'all. Negative 1. All right. Number 3 here. It says f of smiley face. Well, here's the thing. When we go to f, it says f of x is equal to 3x plus 4. We're just changing. Instead of x, we're going to put in smiley face. This is going to be 3 times smiley face plus 4. Can you add 3 smiley faces plus 4? No. So guess what? We're all done. That's it. That's our answer. All right. Let's go with negative 3. Or excuse me, g of negative 3. So it would be negative 2 times x is negative 3 plus 7. So -2 times -3 is +6 plus 7. You should get 13. G of -3 rather, is 13. All right, now number 5. It says g of -3 minus f of 2. Now here's the thing. G of -3. Turns out we already did that one. We just did that. It's 13, right? So what I'm going to do here is at the bottom here, I'm going to write 13. Minus, because that's what it says, right? Minus f of 2. Now, we didn't do f of 2 yet. We did f of -2 and f of smiley face. So maybe on the side here, I'm going to do f of 2. So this is going to be 3 times x is 2. We're using f, remember, plus 4. So this is 10 plus 4, which is... Oh my goodness, Smith, what are you doing? Man, I don't even know. I'm sorry, y'all. 3 times 2 is 6, and then 6 plus 4 is 10. I'm getting ahead of myself. My bad. So f of 2 is 10. So then we come back down here. What we got here is 13 minus f of 2 is 10. So now it's really easy. 13 minus 10 is 3. That's our answer. So go ahead and press pause for a minute. Try 6. Try f of 1 minus g of -2. All right, you're going to have to find each one of them. Go ahead and press pause and give this one a shot. All right, hopefully f of 1, you should have got 3 times 1 plus 4. Oh my gosh. 3 times 1 plus 4. So it's going to be 3 plus 4 is 7. So f of 1 is 7. Then g of -2. So you go g, that's going to be -2 times x is -2 plus 7. So this is 4 plus 7, which is 11. So what we have here, f of 1 was 7 minus g of -2 is 11. You should have got -4. -4. All right, let's go to page 2. Identifying the range. It says, what is the range? Well, if the domain of f of x is 0, 1, 2, 3, what is the range? Now remember, the domain are the x values. Domain are the x's. Y values are the range. So they gave us the domain here. We have to figure out the range. Well, here's what's up. F of x is 5x minus 1, where x is 0, 1, 2, 3. These are still x's. So you're going to plug this in for x. 5 times 0 minus 1. This one's going to be 5 times 1 minus 1. 5 times 2 minus 1. And 5 times 3 minus 1. We're just taking the x values and putting it in for whatever the x is up here. Then you evaluate. Go ahead and bust out your calculator if you need. 5 times 0 minus 1. I got -1. Hopefully y'all did too. -1. This is, what is this? 4, I believe. What did you get here? 9. Did y'all get 14 for that one? I hope so. So, what is the range? Remember, the range are the y values. So our range is -1, 4, 9, and 14. That's our range. All right, so the last one, go ahead and press pause. Give Aid a chance. Go on, press pause. Give it a try. You can do it. Hopefully you got 2, 3, 4, 5 as your domain because they told us that's our input. So it's going to be the opposite of 2 plus 6, the opposite of 3 plus 6, the opposite of 4 plus 6, and the opposite of 5 plus 6. So hopefully y'all got 4, 3, 2, 1. So what is the range? 4, 3, 2, 1. That is our range. All right, y'all. The homework is in the book. It's on your iPad. Really quick, right? Check this out. You just take f of x. You just take whatever's inside. So f of -2, you take the number inside and plug it in for x. And that's just f of x is just another name for y. F of x is the same thing as y. We just have a fancier way of saying it now. So go ahead and hook up the homework that's in the book, and I'll see you tomorrow.